Good morning, everyone. So, we'll start our class with a new chapter, chapter 8. So, we have new chapter, human environment, settlement, transport, and communication. That is from geography. Till the time, if anyone is having any question from the previous chapter, you may ask. Okay? If anyone is having any question from the last chapter, yesterday's chapter, you may ask. Okay? So, what are we going to read in this chapter? First, we need to understand that. Okay. So, we are going to study about settlement. Sorry. Then you have transport. So, these are the topics which we are going to cover in this chapter. The first is settlement. Okay. So, as we know, early people were living a nomadic life, right? They used to move from one place to another. Yes. Now, how they settled? And when they settled, what kind of settlements were there? What different kind of settlements were there? Okay. That we are going to discuss in this topic. Okay. Now, if you have, now the second topic which you have is transport. Now, what are the different means of transport we use? Okay. Next, communication. How people you communicate from one another. Okay. Now, the last topic is do you know? So there are many do you know columns in your textbook that we all that do you know sections will be discussed in one topic. Okay. So this is what we are going to understand in the chapter. So we'll start with the first topic, settlement. Okay. Is there any question, anyone from the previous chapter or from the homework which was given? If you have any confusion in homework also, you may ask. Okay. So first topic is settlement. Now, if you see these terms, people built home, started growing crops, and settled near river valleys. Now, what we discussed in history, that early people were living a nomadic life. They used to move from one place to another in search of livelihood, right? In search of food, in search of water. So they used to keep moving, right? Now if you see what happened, slowly and gradually they came to know how crops are grown, right? They used to eat and throw the seeds, and when the seeds grow into the plant, they knew the process of growing crops. Now when they knew the process of growing crops, and when they started rearing animals, they have to live a settled life, right? To take care of the crops, they have to live with the crops, right? Wherever they are growing the crops, they have to live there. Yes, then only they can take care of the crops. Yes, because it is not a one day task, it will take a long time to grow crops, right? So what they did, when they started growing crops, and they when they started living at one place, when they moved toward the settled life, what happened? They needed home, right? Because sometimes there were extreme cold, sometimes there was extreme hot, there was rain. So to keep themselves safe from these weather conditions, they needed home, right? So slowly and gradually they started building homes. Yes. Now if you see, for each and every work, they need water, right? For their survival, they need water. For growing crops, they need water. If they rear animals, animals will need water. So obviously, from where they will get water? So they will get water from river. So they have to live near to the river, right? That time there was no tube wells or hand pumps, that kind of facilities there, right? So they need to directly take the water from river. So in that case, those people used to settle down near the river, and near river only they used to grow crops, and they used to build home. Understood? This is how the settlement was done. So if you see the areas which is near to river, that is densely populated, more of the population you will find there. Understood? If you compare to the area which is like mountain areas, they are extreme reasons to live, right? People face problem living there. If there is river and all, on the river banks, it is very easy to live. Fertile land is there, crops will be grown. So at that time the basic requirement was food and survival. That was the basic requirement of the people, right? Today we have different requirements, different needs, like education, right? Job, and different things are there, different requirements are there. So in that case, we move from one place to another. But in early time, what was there? Only survival and food was the basic need for which people used to work, right? So in that case, the area which is giving them favorable condition to live, those areas were densely populated, like the river banks. Okay. So and other areas, they were sparsely populated, less population you will find in those areas. Okay. Till now, anyone, any question? So this is how the civilization built that time. So many of the civilization you will find near the river, like we read about Indus Valley civilization. So that was near the Indus River, right? So like this, if you see the history, if you go to the history, you will find that civilizations, most of the civilizations were formed near the river. Okay, that is connected to some of the river. Okay. Any question, anyone till now? Am I audible to everyone? You people can listen me properly? Okay. Now we will understand. Okay. So any questions? Anyone till now? Fine. So now we will understand the different types of settlement. Okay. So settlement is divided into two types. Okay. See, we will understand different divisions of the settlement, and that will be on different basis. Okay, like if I can give you one example, if in your class, if I ask who is the student good in studies, so your answer will be different, right? Suppose you give answer like Ankesh is very good in studies, but when I ask who is good in sports, so from same class the answer may be different. You may tell that Ujasvi is a very good student, he is very good in sports, right? So like this, if you see on different basis we have different divisions. So there are two divisions, and the basis of that division is different. Okay, that we will understand. So first we will understand on the settlements, which is divided into two types. So first is permanent settlement. Okay. I hope you all are making your notes along with the class, right? Otherwise you will forget everything. So permanent settlement. So what is permanent settlement? So with the name, you can easily determine what is permanent settlement, right? So settlement which are occupied for a long period of time and people build homes to live in. Understood? So these are the settlements where people live for a very long time. Now, if I give you one example, suppose you build your home at Surajgada. Okay, so you will be living here. So this will be your permanent home, right? You cannot carry your home to different places. No, it will be here only. And if you build home, you will definitely use it for a long time, right? Now if you go to different city in search of job or in search of education, for education, so if you go to different place and you take a room and you live there, so that is not your permanent settlement. For a temporary period, for a short period you are living there, right? That is not your permanent settlement. Understand the difference between permanent and temporary settlement? Permanent settlement is the settlement where you live for a long period of time. Understood? Like your father built the home, now you will leave, now your children will leave. Like this, you use that home for generations, right? But if you go outside for work or for education and you spend 2 or 3 years there, so that is not your permanent settlement, that is temporary settlement. You use that house or room for very short period of time. Understood? This is difference between permanent settlement and temporary settlement. And definition, you can note it down: settlement which are occupied for a long period of time and people build homes to live in, that is permanent settlement. Understood? Now next is temporary settlement. Okay. Now, temporary settlement. So, settlements which are occupied for a short time, people living in deep forests, hot and cold deserts, and mountains often dwell in such temporary settlements. Now, if you take the example of mountain, so what happened in the mountains? So, when there is normal weather situation, the people live on the upper side of the mountain. But as the weather condition goes extreme, what happens there when there will be winters, the upper portion of the mountain will be covered with the snow. Okay, so in that situation, the people will come down and they live on the down part of the lower part of the mountain. Understood? So like this, if you see, they cannot live at the same place for a long time. Now in forest, if you see, in forest, what people do, the tribals which are living in the forest or the early people who used to live in the forest, when they live at the same place, what happened? They exhaust all the food, whatever food products they have, they exhaust everything. So in the search of food, they move one place to another, right? They cannot live at the same place because all the food is exhausted. Now what they will eat? So for that, what they do, they move one place to another. So the people who are living in forest, mountain, hot and cold deserts, they need to move from one place to another in search of food or to keep themselves safe from the extreme weather conditions. Understood? So in that case, if you see, they don't live in the permanent settlement. Okay, they live in the temporary settlement. This is a kind of temporary settlement. For some time they will live at some place, then for some time they will live on another place. Like this, they keep moving. Understood? So this is difference between permanent settlement and temporary settlement. Okay, permanent settlement is occupied for a long period of time, whereas this temporary settlement is occupied for a short period of time. Understood? So any question, anyone till now? If you find any question, if you have any confusion, please ask. Okay. Everyone have completed their homework. Everyone has completed their homework. Huh? Please complete your homework on time for each and every subject, not only SST. Okay. Complete your homework for each and every subject and please submit it on time. I don't want any complaints from any of the subject teacher. Okay. Next is we will understand now different division of the settlement. Further, if you see, the settlement is divided again into two parts, that is scattered settlement. So what is scattered settlement now? This basically you will find in rural areas. Now here what is there in scattered settlement, basically you will find the scattered settlement in rural areas. Okay, if you go to urban areas, there is a lack of space. Okay, so that is why you will not find the scattered settlement in urban areas. Okay, basically you will find it in rural areas. Now, in a scattered settlement, dwellings are spaced over an extensive area. Now, what is this? See, what happens if this is a village? So you must have seen in villages the homes are in a very big area, right? You will have big courtyards in the room. You have already read in your previous class, right, that how the rural areas settlement, the house of rural areas and house of urban areas are different. What happens in rural areas, if you see, you will have courtyard, big courtyards, right? So that kind of thing will be there, and it will have big space, okay, scattered in all over areas. Understood? You will find the field also, okay, in between the houses. The houses are not compact, okay, it is not very close to each other, okay. So some house you will find like it will be scattered all over on the land. Understood? But if you go to urban areas, what you see in urban areas, what happens, there is lack of space, okay. There is like land is not in the required. If you see, uh, very less land is there in the urban areas, so the houses are very close to each other. Understood? This is how. So houses are very close to each other, okay. So basically, this is what we are understanding here, that in scattered settlement, what happens? The houses are spread over the extensive area. Some house you will find here, and other you will find far from that house. That means you will have space in between the house. Understood? So that is basically the scattered settlement. Okay. Like if you see your school, you have much space around your school. Inside the school also, if you see, you have space, right? You have playground and other things. You have spacious school, right? Now if you go to outside also, you will find a lot of space outside your school, right? The houses are not very close. When you go from your school, you will find many farming lands, right? Many farming lands are there on the road. But if you go to some big cities, you will not find land like this. Everywhere you will find house, and they are very close to each other. Understood? So on this basis, this division has been done. Okay. So in scattered settlement, you will find the settlement in the rural areas, okay, because they have more of the land. Understood? But in cities, you will find the lack of space. Okay. Now in a scattered settlement, dwellings are space over an extensive area. Okay. A very big area will be there. Understood? Now next is compact settlement. Okay. So compact settlement you will find in the urban areas, urban settlement. Okay. So the same thing I explained, compact settlement you will find in urban areas, okay? And a compact settlement is closely built area of dwellings, whereas flat land is available. Now, if you see, it is very close. The houses are very close to each other. So basically, you will see these kind of settlement in urban areas, in towns, in big cities, okay? So any question till now? Anyone? Is there any question, anyone? We have understood 4 divisions based on different things. Like first was the scattered settlement and compact settlement. Scattered settlement, the houses are built on extensive land area. Okay, so you will have a full spacious place, okay, spacious courtyards and all, and that is found in rural areas. Now, if you go to urban areas, you will find compact settlement. In that, the houses are built very close to each other. Understood? Now, also we discussed about the permanent settlement and temporary settlement. Permanent settlement is where people build their house and live for very long period of time, and temporary settlement is where people live for very short period of time. Like you see the people living in forest, people living on mountains, right? So they used to move one place to another so that they can keep themselves safe from the weather condition. Okay, so all the topics which has been taught today, everyone understood? There is no question? Okay, thank you everyone for today. If you have any question, you may ask in the next class. Okay, thank you.